name's Julissa. So I'm going to be sharing a bit of what Jesus has been doing in my life. A highlight that really captures my faith is my relationship with my dad. Sorry, I thought I was going to. Okay, so growing up, my dad struggled with alcohol and he still does. So obviously this caused a lot of frustration and heartbreak in my household. I saw how it affected my home, and during middle school and high school, I emotionally distanced myself from my dad. He started treating me way differently, and I saw the difference in my brother and me. And I remember when he would get drunk, I would always ask him, why do you do this? Why do you drink? Do you not love me and Joel enough to stop? And so I strongly believed that people wouldn't change, that people can never change. I would always say this, and it just shows how it reflects how I saw my dad. But when I finished reading the gospel for the first time, I realized that people can change. The miracles that Jesus performs, the sinners he heals and he restores, the grace that he gives us, the grace that Jesus gives me. Jesus showed me that I could extend that same forgiveness to my dad because I was so angry at him. I couldn't understand why he couldn't just stop. And so that just made me very angry. And it affected me a lot because I used to keep this all to myself. Going to school, I wouldn't share these personal problems with my friends or with anyone, not even with my cousins, because it was just embarrassing. I didn't think that anyone else would go through this, and even if they did, I was just raised not to talk about your personal problems. But I remember the day I forgave my dad. I asked Jesus, why can't I forgive him? And I can forgive him, that's what I thought. So I forgave him alone in my room, just me and God, and I felt a weight lift off from my heart. That moment gave me a new perspective. It's like God gave me a view through his eyes. For the first time, later in 2024, I prayed over my dad, and he told me he didn't feel worthy before God, but that he was going to try to stop drinking, and he would continue. And this is something he still tells me, but since forgiving him, I'm able to understand him. I'm able to know that addiction is a disease, and that through Jesus, he will be saved.
Amen.
Our relationship. Since forgiving him, I'm able to get to know my dad, and I love it. It's beautiful. It's not easy. There are many difficult days, but that's what faith is: continual trust and dependence on God. I continue encouraging my dad with the truth, reminding him and myself that it's not by our own strength, but through Jesus Christ. There's so much more that Jesus has done and continues to do in my life. But this story really does an amazing job at capturing my walk with God, his grace, and how he uses our lives to share the truth with others. And this isn't just my story, it's a story of what Jesus can do through anyone who trusts him. He can use your life, your personality, your experiences to point others to him and share the truth that is Jesus Christ. This is his work in me and his glory all alone. All glory to our Lord Jesus Christ.